The objective of a dairy farming to a farmer is to obtain maximum profits. This can be achieved through good feeding, breeding, healthcare, good management, as well as good record keeping. The objective of a good health program is to prevent the introduction and occurrence of disease and to control the spread of infectious diseases and parasites. To maintain a healthy herd, you need to detect sick animals quickly and isolate them from the rest to avoid the spread of infectious diseases. Then begin treatment. Examination and diagnosis should be done for the entire herd, not only individual animals. While examining, look if a cow does not feed well, decreases milk production, has a cough, diarrhea, lameness, or an unusual discharge. Further diagnoses should be made by a veterinary officer. As a smallholder dairy farmer, you must understand the reasons for good management practices and the links between nutrition, housing, and health. Now, what causes health problems in smallholder dairy farms? Health problems are caused by infections from internal or external parasites like worms, ticks, microorganisms such as protozoa, bacteria, rickettsia, viruses, and fungi. Other causes could be nutritional deficiencies of energy, protein, minerals, or vitamins, and digestive disturbances due to improper feeding or lack of water. The animal could be too fat at calving. Animals may also inherit abnormalities from parents. Other causes of disease could be accidents and predators. To detect health problems in animals, it is necessary to observe them frequently. For example, several times per day. This can be combined with observations for heat detection. When observing the animal, check the following: the animal's behavior. Does the cow react normally to its environment and in the group, or is it acting strangely? The animal's attitude. Does it carry its head, ears, body and tail as usual? Does it walk normally? The animal's condition. Is the animal in good condition? And is it well muscled, neither too thin nor too fat? Does it eat, drink and ruminate properly? Does it urinate and defecate normally? If a cow is milked, is the milk normal? And is there any sudden drop in production? Check also for any other abnormal signs. Always be very careful with sick animals and pay attention to hygiene. While examining them, look for the following: the breathing frequency, A breathing frequency, that is, breathing in and breathing out 10 to 30 times per minute, is normal in adult cattle. In cows, 30 to 50 breaths per minute are normal. Breathing can be observed best at animal's right flank, seen from behind. Another thing to check is the pulse or heartbeat. The normal rate per minute is 50 to 80 pulse beats in adult cattle, 80 to 110 in animals between 2 months and 1 year of age, and 100 to 130 in younger animals. The pulse should be regular. The pulse can best be felt at a blood vessel just below the bottom jawbone.
The breathing, even without checking, when the animal is not feeling well, the breathing is rapid and is loud. You could see, and the animal is moving up, behind, forward. That's not normal.
Also check chewing the cud or rumination. Healthy cattle regurgitate a bowl of food or cud from their stomach and start chewing it. This is called ruminating. If the cow chews a cud less than 40 times per minute, there might be a problem. Rumen activity can be felt by pressing lightly with a fist on the upper part of the left flank. The movement of the expanding rumen can be felt. Normal frequency is 2 to 3 times per minute. Another thing to check is body temperature. Adult cattle have a normal body temperature of between 38 to 39 degrees centigrade, and calves up to 1 year 38.5 to 40.5 degrees centigrade. A higher temperature does not necessarily mean fever. Fever is usually accompanied by shivering, rapid breathing, an increased pulse rate, and possibly diarrhea.
If you touch the animal, especially at the anal region, rectal where we normally take the temperature from, you raise up the tail and put your hand like this. You will feel very hot.
Often the ears, horns, and legs of the animal are cold to the touch, while the body is too warm. Check the temperature of the animal by inserting a thermometer into the anus for 1 minute. For cows, insert 1/3 the length of the thermometer, and for adult cows, insert 2/3 the length of the thermometer. A healthy animal has a shining, smooth and even coat, as well as shiny horns and hooves. Its eyes should be normal without any discharge or tears, and the muzzles should be moist. Most diseases can be prevented by the same management measures that enhance production. Proper hygiene includes cleaning and disinfecting the unit regularly. Remember, disinfection is useless without proper cleaning beforehand. Provide access to clean and fresh drinking water, and there should be good and sufficient feed at regular times.
We are preventing the foot rot by using the disinfectant just at the entry of the dairy and just at the footpath. That is, we mix water and iodine or soda lime or any other scorching disinfectant so that it will prevent any kind of bacteria that can cause foot rot.
Protect the cows against predators, parasites, and adverse weather conditions like rain, wind, cold, and intensive sunshine. Ensure a comfortable environment without unrest and stress.
My cows can have enough sunshine here.
Yeah.
When they need sunshine, they get it from here. And you can see there is clean water coming right from the tank there. So they always have water here. And they control themselves. When it is too hot, they look for where they can get shade.
Avoid contact with sick animals or wild animals because many diseases are contagious. Other preventative measures are quarantine, vaccinations, and preventive treatments. Check for signs and symptoms of the important dairy animal diseases.
Vaccinations is very important. Like in Nakuru, we do the major vaccinations we normally call in here: foot and mouth disease, anthrax, ram skin, and rabies. So especially these exotic breeds, it is very necessary you concentrate on prevention is better than cure. That's by getting a vaccine of foot and mouth twice a year. Anthrax is once. Rabies is for the dogs and cats. And the ram skin is not every year. When there's an outbreak or when there's a El Nino coming, you can cover the animals to prevent it.
Tukuwagi na shida ya magonjwa, isipokuwa sasa watu wa ministry wajue kuna ugonjwa inakuja, wanatuarat kuwa watatufanyia chanjo kuzuia maradhi yenye inaweza toka. Lakini within area yangu mimi naona ni kama vile ninalisha inaiweka vizuri.
Another method of disease control in the farm is by routine deworming of animals. After 3 months, you deworm the animals. That is controlling worms. And avoid contamination of pasture by roots inside the paddocks. Is not good. That is contamination of pasture. Like especially when the rain season, grass pastures, we expect animals to have diarrhea. Especially if we have been having a dry season, then we start wet. We have grass pasture. Normally animals have diarrhea because that is in tender. So we ask the farmer first the history. The last feed they gave the hand, we need the calf, or sometimes could be a sign of you have overstayed without deworming.
Diarrhea or scarring is the main cause of death of young cows in the first 2 to 3 weeks of their lives. It is easy to detect. The dung is liquid, white in color, and has a very bad smell. The calf looks ill and does not drink well. To prevent diarrhea or scarring, it is important to provide the calf with colostrum within 2 hours of its bath. Practice proper hygiene, that is, cleaning buckets for feeding. A clean and dry floor with bedding or a slatted floor is important too. As treatment, the first step is to give the calf boiled water to prevent dehydration. Add 1 teaspoon of kitchen salt and 2 tablespoons of sugar per liter of water. Once the calf has recovered, start milk feeding again gradually. If after some days the diarrhea has not disappeared, treatment with antibiotics will be necessary.
We are doing management practices to our calves at a younger age. For example, we are dehorning. That is to avoid injuries against themselves in the calf pen. At the same time, we are doing hoof trimming. That is to avoid injuries to the hoofs.
We are used to sleeping under bed nets to protect ourselves from the bites of mosquitoes which cause malaria. But did you know that your cows also need to sleep in nets to protect themselves from the Nagana disease? Flies cause discomfort to the animals, thus destabilizing the milk production. They say a disturbed animal produces adrenaline when it is bitten, or it could knock down the milking can. Previously, nets were used only in large commercial farms. Not anymore. Cow nets are now finding their way into smaller farms. The treated nets are a simple technology that protects cows from bites from flies, which causes Nagana. However, unlike our bed nets, cow nets are placed vertically 1.5 meters high. The nets are treated with deltamethrin insecticide. The main aim is to trap flies as they try to enter the cow pens. Tsetse flies and other biting flies do not fly 1.5 meters above the ground. They are blocked from reaching the cows by the nets and die within a short while.
Utaweza uliza ni kwa nini wewe mpaka juu. Waligundua ile insi inauma ng'ombe. Ile irukangi juu ya mita 1 kwa sababu inapenda kuumauma ng'ombe kwa miguu. Sasa hiyo ndio maana waliweka hiyo net. Hizi zingine zinaruka juu, hii house fly. House fly kazi yake ni kutafuta ile harufu ya maziwa naenda hapo, lakini naye ikienda hapo naye inashikwa na hii net.
The nets are also installed around manure pits to reduce flies migrating from the cow dung to the animal pens, hence reducing cases of mastitis. In areas where farmers are using nets, for example in Kisii, the prevalence of mastitis has dropped. A typical zero grazing unit of 6 to 12 cows will need 30 to 50 meters of the net. At 250 shillings per meter, this comes to about 7,500 to 12,500 shillings. This is about 1,200 shillings per cow per year.
Na hii inashika tuseme kama wakati wa research walikuwa wanatafuta hii tunaita tsetse fly. Tsetse fly hii ndio mtego wa tsetse fly. Tena inakamata hii insi ingine. Sasa inawekwa hapo. Zile kara zote zinaandamana na vile insi inataka. Sasa ikifutiwa inafuata ile harufu ya makocho. Sasa kufika hapa inapata mahali pazuri, inaangalia kara yake ya blue, ina attract ile macho yao, inaangalia ikiona hapo inaenda kukaa hapo. Kiangazi ikija inaenda kujificha kwa hiyo ya black. Sasa ikiendelea inaona mwangaza juu, kanapita tu kanaenda paka juu, kanataka kutokea na juu. Sasa hapo wakienda juu kanaingia kwa ile trap. Insi ilikuja kagundua ikiingia huko itaki kurudi chini kwa sababu hii kara ya black inaleta hiyo tena mwangaza, inataka iende juu. Sasa hapo juu unakuja unafinya unaue na marisa yote.
Ukitaka kuwa mkulima ambaye utafaulu, ni kitu ya kwanza ambayo tunahitaji, lazima mahali ng'ombe yako iwe ni mahali ambayo ni safi. Mahali ng'ombe inalala lazima iwe dry, kwa sababu ile ng'ombe ikilala mahali ambayo kuna maji ama unyevu kidogo, utaona ya kwamba utakuwa na shida ya mastitis kila wakati. Kitu kingine ambayo tunachunga ni kwamba kila baada ya wiki moja lazima tuspray ng'ombe. Hata kama ng'ombe yako iko kwa zero grazing ndani, ujui ile nyazi ambayo umeleta kutoka nje labda inaweza kuwa na kupe. Na hiyo kupe ikiweza kuuma ng'ombe yako utakuwa na shida ya ECF. Sasa unaona ya kwamba ni lazima uwe na mahali mzuri ambaye kila wiki una spray ng'ombe yako, mahali ng'ombe inalala iwe safi, chakula ambayo ng'ombe inatumia ni mzuri. Na utaweza kuavoid mambo ya ugonjwa mingi katika boma yako.
AIC.
Watch more agricultural documentaries at www.youtube.com/AIRC video unit.